Hi, welcome to Simply Country Cuisine. Well, today we're making some homemade caramel popcorn. We're going to bag it up into some little individual bags. I went ahead and pre-popped the corn. I figured everybody knows how to popcorn. I didn't use microwave popcorn because most of it has like a buttery taste on it, and I didn't think that would taste so very good with this. So I just used regular popcorn, canola oil, and I used a pot, and I just put it in there, let it cook, and I added a little bit of kosher salt in there, cooked it up, and then I put it in here to cool off because we're going to pour this on a layer on a cookie sheet when our caramel sauce is finished. Okay, to start it off, we have to start with a cup of butter and a cup of light brown sugar. Make sure you get a pot or a pan that is non-stick. I did a batch of this today, and it was a big cleaning problem. So make sure your pot is one of these non-stick pots. It work better. So I'm going to add my each stick of butter is a half a cup. So I'll add both sticks into the pan. You want 1 cup of firmly packed light brown sugar. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stand here and we're going to stir this constantly till it comes to a rolling boil. Then I'm going to set the timer for 6 minutes. And the reason I'm setting it for 6 minutes, the recipe actually says 5 minutes, but I figured a trick out and I'll share that with you. So right now, all we're going to do is we're going to stir this constantly till this comes to a boil. I have it on medium-high heat. And you're going to leave it on that temperature through the whole cooking process. So we'll just talk while I'm doing this. I found there were several different caramel recipes. Some had Karo syrup in it, corn syrup. Some had condensed milk in them. I think that would be a richer caramel sauce. I would probably use that one if I were going to top ice creams or a cake or something. But I found that this caramel sauce worked really, really well on the popcorn. And I think like during fall when we make popcorn balls, this would be a really good one to use because it adhered to the kernels so well. But I'll tell you, friends, it's hot. And I think I've gained about 3 or 4 blisters on my hand just trying to do this. Some of the ones that have the other ingredients in it, I thought it took too long to do for this project that I'm working on right now because like the one with the condensed milk, after you put it on the popcorn, you have to actually bake it for about 40 minutes. Not this one. This is super simple, super easy. I got the recipe off of Pinterest. I will be happy to give them homage for that because somebody somewhere figured out, okay, I've got screaming kids in the background and they want some caramel popcorn. Let's get this going. All right, as you can see now that the butter has melted, try and start with room temperature butter. It will make your process go a little bit faster. And using this nonstick pot helped that too with to keep it from sticking. It didn't burn as bad. A regular like Revereware or an enamel pot, that doesn't work so very well for this, at least not for me. Maybe you more talented cooks, you could probably use an iron skillet and do it, but no, I didn't think I could. I've been stirring this for about 3 or 4 minutes, and as you can see, Dina, it's coming to a boil here. Now that it's come to a boil, we quit stirring it. And we're going to set the timer for 6 minutes because that extra minute we're going to add another ingredient. So do not stir now for 5 minutes. Okay, now I had set my timer for 6 minutes. I took it down to 2 minutes. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now I want you to be very careful doing this because this has got alcohol in it and this is very hot. You keep your face away from it. And now we have to stir this for a minute, for about a half a minute. Make sure it's very well incorporated. Okay, now I'm down to a minute. Now I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of baking soda and stir it for a minute with the baking soda. And your timer should go off. When your timer goes off, you will have incorporated all the little ingredients into the caramel sauce. So now I'm going to mix it around in here with a spoon. So I want to coat as many of the pieces as I can. This is about 10 cups of popped corn. We'll try to get all this popcorn just as covered as we can. And we don't care if there's a couple pieces that doesn't have it on it, because it gives you a sweet and salty dessert then. Okay, now to finish it off, I've put a piece of parchment on my cookie sheet. I'm going to lay this out. After it's cooled, it'll cool for about 10 minutes, and then you're going to break it off, and you could, serve it any way you want to. You could put it in a bowl, or you could give it away as gifts. Dina's actually going to be giving these away as gifts, and so we've wrapped them into these little, I call them carrot cones. I'm not too sure what they are, and you can decorate them. We put a little label on them, and it approximately holds about 1/4 cup of the popcorn. And for just a little, Dina doesn't know where I got this, but for a little sneaky snack, 1/4 cup is just perfectly fine. But easy gift, not too expensive. Brown sugar, butter, and popcorn, and a little bit of love, and you've got some gifts, a gift for someone. Alrighty, well, thank you for joining us today on Simply Country Cuisine. And if you don't have a place to worship, please come and join us at Glad Tidings Leander Assemblies of God, the church on the hill across from the post office. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos for further videos. And on Thursdays, join us for our games on the Facebook page of Simply Country Cuisine. Thanks a bunch, guys. Bye-bye.